guys, real quick. So, you do know that Jennifer Williams' husband was just sued. Okay, we interviewed some victims a few months ago. I believe it was early last year, if I'm not mistaken, before my tour started, and they had claimed that he had robbed them. Christian had robbed them to pay her. Okay. And so it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. And so he created these, I guess, buy-ins of these funds that people would invest in and make money off of, and never gave him the money, but he gave it to Jennifer, took her to Paris and everything, didn't even pay us restitution. Okay. Jennifer in return, because, you know, she's not that she's old, but she thinks that she's old. There's a difference in how you perceive yourself, and I truly believe that Jennifer Williams sees herself as old, desperate. No older man can hang with me, so it's better that I find a younger man that can match my swag. I don't have to ask any questions. I can just receive what it is that he's giving me, and you know, be that girl. And it's not happening like that. And so I'm glad that the victims are now standing up. And I know that they're, according to sources, okay, of mine who have spoken to Jennifer and her friends, there has been, you know, trouble in paradise. And so what happens when there's trouble in paradise, guys? Y'all know what happens when there's trouble in paradise? When you've invited somebody into your space, like a partner, and you haven't done your due diligence in checking who he is and who he belongs to and where he comes from and where he gets money from. I'll be damned if a man lay up with me. I will be damned if a man lay up with me and I don't know where the money is coming from. I'll be damned if I marry a man and still don't know where it's coming from. So the mere fact that people are trying to say, well, Jennifer doesn't know, and the victims already said they know, she knows because she's listened in and she's definitely benefited from the money that he scammed out of those people, according to them. So according to sources, there is trouble, and she is debating whether or not she's going to continue this marriage or annul it. And so in order to save face, Christian goes and gets her face on his face. Where's the final product? So he had a white woman tattooed on his face in the back. I mean, on his head in the back. You see that? And so, you know, that is, it's sort of like, how can I put it? I'm gonna tell a little story. You know, I don't really like to talk about myself that much, but sometimes I have to throw these examples in because a lot of y'all can relate. You know, when we're young, like he's young, okay? And, you know, men tend to, they slowly age. So he's probably 21, 22, okay? And so when you're young, you tend to do things out of desperation. And I remember when I got my first tattoo of a dude's name, I did it out of guilt. I ain't even gonna lie. So this what happened. Okay? So I was not ready for a relationship, obviously. And I was, you know, doing me. And so every time he caught me doing me, I swore up and down I wasn't doing it. I was like, oh my God, no, I love you. Please don't leave me, because he had a lot of money. Okay. Anytime my car broke down, he bought me a new car. You know, it was stuff like that. So I was like, please don't leave me. Please. And this went on for a toxic 6 years. Okay. Toxic 6 years, okay? Till I met my husband. I just fell head over heels in love with him, right? And so I remember in the early days when he was about to really leave me for real. Not my husband, but the ex. I went out of desperation and got, as a loyalty move, and went and got a tramp stamp. And you know what a tramp stamp is? When you get the dude name on your leg or somewhere near close. You know what I'm saying? But it was done out of desperation. You feel me? And so yeah, I know that tattoo is ugly. And so yeah, I didn't really mean it. It was just kind of a way, you're trying to get people to stay. And so for her, this was like, oh my God, this guy really loves me. Like, he doesn't want me to leave. Like, he must really love me, and I'm going to stand beside him. And I know that all that he did was for me, even if it means stealing from them. And, it was an investment, and I am a businesswoman. So that means that. And, she's getting a lot of pressure from her family, from her friends, from the fans, to get rid of him. And he has got to do what he's got to do in order to keep her locked and loaded. Like, girl, I got you on my head all the time. I got you on my mind all the time. Okay? And so, I know this psychology because I did it before, when the money about to walk out the door and the clout about to walk out the door. And so you do what you got to do. To keep your money, or whatever it is, stable until you can get up. And, she's giving him a big platform. She's giving him a lot of clout, right? And so you said the tramp stamp, but no, the tramp stamp could be near the in the thigh too, in the thigh. So when it came to me, I did that out of desperation. I ain't really like dude like that. I would definitely not get his face because he was ugly as hell. You know what I'm saying? And all the ugly dudes mostly got money. You know what I'm saying? And so what happened was I ended up having to cover that up with my husband's name, but I really did that out of love. You know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't out of desperation. It was like, I can't be married 3 years with another dude's name on my and I didn't even do it because I did it because I needed this rent. You feel me? You feel me? So, like, he is really laying it on thick. And like I said, she can do all the photo shoots she wants to prove to who? The public that he's a good man and I'm going to stick beside him. She's trying to get her little, I guess, Megan Good on, but it's not working. It's not working. Yes, Mace with the mess. It was a financial move for me. It really was. Okay. But I was young. I was 21. I didn't know no better, okay? And so when you guys see me with a tattoo here, it definitely has a Scorpio now, and it says Shekna, okay? And that's real, because we about to celebrate 19 years in July. That's real, okay? So listen, if she likes it, we love it, but we're not going to say, we are going to say when this comes to an end, we told you so, when they lock his ass up, because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. They are moving to try to get him indicted, and he's already, been in trouble with the law. And so I'm sure it's not going to be that hard to get this one going. But it's like they got to just prove, was this intentional? Okay. So yes, but all more to the lovebirds. Okay. All